The man noticed something strange while greeting his daughter. He saw his daughter about to push the door open. Yet in the hallway just on the other side of the wall, his daughter's figure never appeared. Sensing something was wrong, he immediately pushed open that door. But he only found his daughter's discarded clothes on the floor. Little did he know, his daughter had arrived in a mysterious hallway. At the end of this hallway, a woman was floating motionless in a bathtub. Just as the girl was about to greet her, the woman in the bathtub suddenly moved. This immediately terrified the girl, making her scream in horror. Jack, outside the door, also heard his daughter's voice. He immediately kicked the door open frantically. But the next moment, he found himself back in the first-floor living room. The chair he had used to block the door earlier was still on the floor. At this point, he finally found his missing daughter on the stairs. Fortunately, she was only frightened and not seriously harmed. But after experiencing such a bizarre incident, Jack no longer dared to let his daughter out of his sight. He then hurriedly took out his phone to contact his wife. However, there was no answer from her. He had no choice but to call the store he had visited yesterday, hoping to borrow a car from the owner to leave this place. Unexpectedly, the store owner told Jack that he could never leave that villa. While Jack was confused, the owner narrated a legend about the villa. Originally, the villa stood on the site of a church that was used to collect evil souls. Later, the church was demolished for some reason. People built this villa on the original church foundation. Anyone who had committed evil deeds would be trapped forever once they entered this villa. At first, Jack was skeptical. However, the next moment, a creepy voice came through the phone.
Hallo.
Jack instantly didn't dare hesitate any longer. After dressing himself and his daughter in warm clothes, he immediately took her and fled from this eerie place. But before they had gone far, a strange figure appeared in the villa behind them. Frightened, he quickly picked up his daughter and fled from this terrifying place. But without any transportation, they could only walk to the town down the mountain in the darkness. After walking for an unknown period, they finally saw lights ahead. Unexpectedly, the next moment, Jack suddenly witnessed a horrifying sight. The villa had appeared in front of them again. Jack immediately realized that this villa had no intention of letting them leave, but by now they had no choice. If they stayed outside any longer, the cold would soon claim their lives. So after calming his daughter, they summoned their courage and returned to the villa. However, just as they lay down to rest, a flash of white light suddenly appeared. Jack immediately sensed someone was secretly photographing them. At that moment, a memory surfaced in his mind. The night before, he had seen that bizarre photograph in the basement. It turned out it was taken at this very moment. Remembering the image from his dream of his daughter drowning, Jack quickly got up to check. He wanted to find the person taking photos. Unexpectedly, as soon as he left the bedroom, the door behind him suddenly closed. The next moment, he found himself back in that mysterious space. Just as he was looking for an exit, a bathtub filled with water appeared in the living room. Shockingly, the next instant, a monster suddenly rushed out from behind him.